Good morning, everybody. I wanted to do this video first thing. We're about to do our workout, huh, Hassan? We're gonna do our workout.
Yeah.
And today's video is gonna be actually about refining goals. So last week, as I was researching how to best come up with a system to help you guys
And
you guys come up with goals and like plan them out over the next 90 days. I was looking at several different options, and there are plenty of awesome ideas out there on Pinterest, 90-day goal planning, all sorts of things. You guys can find which ones you like the best, because I couldn't pick one that I liked that fit everybody's needs in the group that I've been talking to. People have different visual like cues and things like that, and so sometimes one person might need to put their goal in the middle of a sheet and then draw lines away from that with other smaller goals that they want to work on. One person might just need it to look like an Excel sheet. One person might need it to be handwritten. So I am actually going to charge you guys with that instead of coming up with the plan. I'm going to take a picture of what I have been working on for myself, and I'm going to be posting some of the articles that I really liked. Maybe I'll just do that, and then I'll let you guys, we can share what we come up with after. Maybe if I share what I have before, then, Declan, stop.
Okay.
Thank you. So maybe if I share what I have, then you guys will want to make it look too much like mine. So instead, maybe I'll just give you the ideas that have inspired me to go the route that I have been. And actually, it's a route that I didn't anticipate going. I didn't think that I'd be doing it like this. And I actually imagined doing it like this would add to my anxiety or make it feel like too much work. But actually, doing this has seriously empowered me to refining my goals. So back to the original topic of this, which is refining goals. And this is why this is a YouTube video, because it's a little bit longer today. As we go through and we sit down and have our initial brainstorming planning session, and we figure out what our goals are and what the little goals are that we need to obtain in order to achieve our ultimate goal, on the day-to-day, you have to refine your goals. Like, this is totally my life. You have to refine your goals. You have to sit there and think, how realistic is this in my daily life right now? And then you actually have to sometimes take a step back. Okay, I think I need to set a smaller goal to get to this bigger goal, to get to my ultimate goal. So, like, what do I mean by that? I was reading 3 different personal development books at one time, and I just thought, I'll just spend 10 minutes on this one, 10 minutes on this one, and 10 minutes on this one to equal my 30 minutes of personal development that I'm trying to achieve per day. And I looked at that, and how unrealistic that was on the day-to-day. When I was practicing it for that first week, I realized I need to spend 30 minutes in one thing to get the most out of my personal development, not read 3 different small things for 10 minutes each, because I wasn't following through with that, and I was taking 45 minutes to try and get through all 3 things. So it's something like that. It's like saying, okay, I need to wake up at 6 o'clock to get ready, when it takes you, and you only gave yourself 30 minutes to get ready, and you take 45 consistently, and you're always 15 minutes late. Things like that. Like, okay, I either A, need to cut something out of my getting ready routine, do it the night before, or put makeup on at work, or whatever it is. Like, you figure out a different way. You refine your goals. You refine your, I need to get to sleep by 10 p.m. every night, and you were getting in bed at 10 p.m. and not falling asleep till midnight. So how are you going to refine your goal? No, I need to get in bed by 9 p.m. so that I can fall asleep by 10, because if I'm, XYZ. So you refine your goals, and also you figure out which ones are unrealistic. Is it unrealistic to have an ultimate goal of losing 20 pounds? Is it unrealistic to have an ultimate goal of working out perfectly? What is your goal right now in your life, and what do you have going on in your life, and how do you keep yourself from getting overwhelmed with everything else that you have going on, plus achieving your small goals? A realistic approach to goal setting and goal refining is you plan your next day the night before. So the night before, you look at your calendar and you make a log either you write it or you put it in your phone and you set alarms, whatever you need to do, and you figure out what you have to do the next day. And you don't start your day and start doing all of your tasks for the day until your entire day is planned out. So if you fell asleep and didn't work on your goals or whatever, you spend a good 10 to 30 minutes setting your day up. What are your frogs going to be? What are the things that you need to tackle first and get out of the way? You're much more productive, even if you have to take extra time, even if you're running late to do this. What do I need to get done today? So a realistic approach would be to set your daily tasks and goals as your top priorities, and to make sure that those get done first. And also, another approach is you plan out your entire week. So you do this every night before you go to bed. You plan out your next day, but then also once a week, you plan out your entire week. Once a month, you plan out your entire month. And so obviously a little bit more detail different details go into each planning session. But if you take that time and think, okay, every Sunday, I know that I'm going to have time in the evening to just sit there and plan out my week, or every Saturday night, so that Sunday you can just enjoy your day and make sure you are prepared for the week, then that's kind of the best approach in my opinion, because the weekends, we can always make time on the weekends. We can't always make time during the week, depending on if you work during the week or on the weekend. So like when your weekend is, so if you work through Saturday and Sunday, when your weekend is, you can always make time those days, because those are the days that we piddle around and we don't do everything we're supposed to be doing, and we don't stay on task because we're tired from like pushing through. And those are the days that we have more time on our hands, even though it feels like we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off. The reason we feel that way is because 9 times out of 10, we haven't done an efficient planning session the night before. And so during the down times, or during the times when you're like, okay, I don't know what to do next, or maybe you're not even thinking that far, or maybe you're not even thinking that way, but you just kind of feel like there's too many things to accomplish that day. There's too many things to get done. Well, that's because you're just trying to cram it all into one day. Like you can't. And first of all, you need to like prioritize. So, okay, this is going long, but this is kind of why, because I realized through all the goal planning, all of the goal setting, all of the going through the day-to-day to try and achieve my goals, what I wasn't doing, I would sit there and I would plan my goals out, and then I'd have it up on my wall or wherever I had it in my phone. And then 30 days later, I wasn't much closer to my goal because I hadn't stopped to reflect and ask myself. So at the end of every week, I've written out questions for myself. I've written out evaluation questions, and this is the final point. I've written out questions like, and you'll pick the questions for you, the ones that help you best evaluate yourself. What do I need to work on, or what did I do well this week is my very first question I'm going to ask myself at the end of every week. What did I do well this week? And then what do I need to work on next week to help me better achieve my goals? And then I'll talk about and then the things that are important, then I have very specific questions for, things that are important to me that are part of my goals and also part of my lifestyle. How was my sleep this week? And how were my workouts? And how well did I follow my food plan? Because those are the 3 most important things to me. Those are the 3 things that I'm working on right now the most. And my goal is going to be something that I'll address in the how well did I do this week? How well did I do with my goal this week? And then what do I need to work on to help me better achieve my goal? And then those 3 areas of my life that I am continuously working on no matter what. So so that is how I have defined, like that's how I'm going to go through every week, reflect, make a better plan for the following week. And yes, so that is how I have structured it for right now, and that is what's working. That is what's going to work well for me because I've done it in the past and it's worked well. I just need to be more consistent with it, and life's going to happen. I'm going to have a baby in a couple of months, and at that point, I'll be able to share with you some more tips and tricks as far as how to get back when you have a baby, or when you are helping, or you go out of town, for a few weeks or whatever, or if you're, just life just takes you on a different route where the holidays are upon us. So that is today's video. Thanks for watching this. It's 10 minutes long and a lot of rambling, and I really appreciate it because I hope that throughout this video you guys were able to come up with some ideas as to what you need to do to sit down and plan out your goals. and what you need to do to make sure you're following through and being realistic in refining your goals and setting them with in consideration with what's important to you right now in your life, and in consideration with where you want to ultimately end up and how quickly you're trying to make yourself get there versus how quickly you need to get there. So, okay, have a great day. If you have any questions, text me, call me, and post in the group your workouts, and post in the group when you drink your Shakeology. Post, you don't need to post anything else really in the group. That just helps me keep track. If you haven't gone in to log on the day of, but you've done your workouts for the week, you can still go back and add them in, and I can still see them on my little calendar that I can see for each of you. So if you can do that for me, that would be awesome, so I can just kind of follow along with you and see if you're actually doing the things that we talked about. And if you need help refining things or setting yourself up a little bit differently, please come to me. All right, I will talk to you guys later. See you. Bye.